Imagine a landscape painted in fiery reds and golden yellows, where the sky dances with ethereal lights at night. My name's Erin Donahue, and I'm a travel photographer and content creator based in New York City, and welcome to ROVANIEMI, Finland, where I went on an unforgettable autumn adventure in the heart of Lapland. As my small plane descended into Rovaniemi after a layover in Helsinki, which is deemed as one of the best airports in Europe, I was immediately struck by the breathtaking display of fall colors blanketing the landscape. The Finns have a special word for this, Ruska. It's not just the trees that transform. Even the shrubbery on the ground undergoes what they call maruska, turning into a vibrant carpet of reds and yellows. I joined the locals in their beloved Finnish tradition called Ruskaretki, essentially a hike to admire the stunning fall foliage. Now, did you know Rovaniemi is the official hometown of Santa Claus? It's not the North Pole. Yes, the big man in red calls this place home, and you can visit him year-round at the Santa Claus village. When I stopped by, it was pretty dead, almost eerily so. Rows of empty souvenir shops and a distinct lack of jingle bells in the air. But don't let that fool you. Come December, this place will be bustling with tourists from all over the globe. I feel like in its full glory, it'll be like the Tivoli Gardens amusement park in Copenhagen. Despite its off-season emptiness, there's something special about standing on the Arctic Circle line. It's an invisible boundary marking where the midnight sun reigns in summer and the polar nights descend in winter. While I was there, the tourist in me took over, and I couldn't resist sending a few postcards to friends and family. Imagine their surprise when they received mail from Santa Claus Village at Christmas. Interestingly, but not surprising, every local I spoke with advised against visiting Rovaniemi during the peak winter season. I mean, that's perfectly fine by me, because while Santa might be the star attraction for some, I came to Rovaniemi with a different goal in mind, to chase the elusive northern lights in the autumn air. Many people associate the Aurora Borealis with winter, but here's a little secret the experts know. Autumn is actually one of the best times to see them. The Earth's orientation towards the sun during the season maximizes the chance of those mesmerizing lights dancing across the sky. No chase is ever without its challenges. For most of the week I was in Rovaniemi, rain clouds obscured the sky, testing my patience. Mother Nature is truly the biggest tease ever. After days of constant, non-stop, heavy raining with major cloud cover, we finally have northern lights sightings. This is the whole reason why I came to Lapland, to Finland, because autumn is actually the best time to chase the northern lights. It's a complete misconception that winter is the best time. It just has longer dark hours. It is right there. The problem is there is a layer of clouds covering it. Mother Nature is seriously taunting me. She's such a bitch. But I wasn't about to give up. Statistically, being in the Arctic Circle, you're guaranteed to see the northern lights at least once if you're there longer than 3 days. While my lazy ass was hoping the lights would come to me, since the weather wasn't cooperating, I made the decision to go after them, and a real northern lights hunt ensued. Based on a spontaneous decision, I hopped into a rugged Defender of a local Aurora hunter and headed west towards the Swedish border. The drive itself was an adventure, with the landscape gradually changing as we approached the frontier. And then, as if rewarding our persistence, the sky cleared just enough. In some shots I took, I had the Milky Way, Northern Lights, and Crescent Moon all in one scene. What a combo. The ethereal green ribbons swayed and shimmered, reflecting off the nearby lakes and painting the autumn landscape in an otherworldly glow. It was a magical moment that made every rainy day worth it. If you want to know how to photograph this celestial phenomenon, I've linked my video on it. At the end of a 7-hour hunt, I literally got to stand on the border between Finland and Sweden. Standing at the border between Sweden and Finland, even though they're right next to each other, it's 2 different time zones. So as you can see, so this is Sweden, so it's before midnight. Finland is after midnight. There we go. Energized by our mission success, I was even more excited for my remaining nights in Rovaniemi. It would go on to rain for a couple more days, but the weather forecast promised clear skies on my last night, and it didn't disappoint. Because I only had 12 hours, I scrambled to get all the content I was hoping to have captured throughout the week. Fall foliage, golden hour, and northern lights. I got them all. As I stood there, camera in hand, I couldn't help but feel a sense of awe. This display, set against the backdrop of Lapland's autumn beauty, was more than I could have hoped for. While chasing the aurora was my primary goal, Rovaniemi in autumn offers a bunch of rich experiences that shouldn't be overlooked. Remember the Ruskaretki I mentioned earlier? Well, it's not just about admiring colors. Foraging is a big deal up here. I didn't get to participate this time, 'cause rain, but I ate as much lingonberry jam as I could and even had cloudberry for the first time. Blueberry juice is also a big thing up here. I can't tell you how many of these Swedish meatballs, I don't know if they're Swedish, maybe Scandinavian meatballs, whatever, mashed potatoes and lingonberries I got from the grocery store on the days that I wasn't eating from the hotel that I was staying at. It's so addicting, so good, probably sodium, but so good. Also got addicted to these Scandinavian snacks. Smash. It's basically bugles with chocolate. So it's sweet and salty. So to bring home, this is how many I got. For those planning their own ROVANIEMI adventure, I've got some accommodation recommendations that I'll make in a separate video. But let me quickly mention the 3 places I stayed at. The first is the Invisible Forest Lodge that was constructed in 2024 for those seeking seclusion in nature. The second is Arctic Snow Hotel and Glass Igloos, made for Northern Lights viewing and has the best breakfast buffet I've ever had in my life. They're also the only place in Rovaniemi to offer ice sculpting. Lastly is Apuka Resort, one of the best places I've ever stayed at, ever. No visit to Finland would be complete without experiencing a true Finnish sauna, and 2 of the 3 of these places included them as a must-do while I stayed at their properties.
Doing a true Finnish experience, got the floating sauna right next to me over here, and then running into the lake, which is freezing right now. Okay.
This is because I partnered with each of them while I was there, and they wanted me to experience their cultural tradition. There are approximately 5 million citizens in Finland, and there are 2 million saunas, so clearly it's a big deal. Most of the sauna culture is at public spots, but I was fortunate enough to enjoy a private sauna session, alternating between the intense heat of the sauna and quick dips in the freezing lake outside. This invigorating ritual definitely epitomized the essence of Finnish wellness culture for me. As my time in Rovaniemi came to an end, I found myself already planning a return trip to Lapland. The combination of Ruska, those incredible autumn colors, and the dance of the northern lights made for an unforgettable experience. The fall season is most likely the only time I'll really come to the Arctic Circle. Earlier in the season, there's still time to experience the midnight sun, which is something I haven't yet. And then later in the season, the dark nights give way to the northern lights. To be able to chase them without wearing a snowsuit makes life so much easier. Whether you're a nature enthusiast, a photographer, or simply someone in search of something new, Rovaniemi in autumn has something special to offer. So pack your jacket, charge your camera, and prepare for an adventure. Until next time, keep exploring and chasing those lights.